Best practices for people management, especially in running a province?
Sa amin sa Subic, no, bali Vice President tayo doon at siguro tatakayin iba paano nangyari na ako po yung Vice Governor ng Zambales, pero active po tayo sa PMAP. Nagkataon po kasi na sa Zambales, ako po ay nag-volunteer kay Governor Ebdani na maging Public Employment Service Office or Peso Manager ng Zambales. So, nung una kasi bilang Peso Manager, akala ko ang peso ay para lamang sa mga recruitment, jobs fair, mobile passporting project. Pero nung ginagawa na namin itong mga activities na ito, nakita ko marami nag-a-apply ng trabaho, marami mga bakanting trabaho, pero mukhang hindi nagtutugma. So meron tayong tinatawag na problema sa mismatch. So kailangan pala na balikan natin kung saan ang gagaling yung mga applicants natin, usually sa mga schools yan. Tapos maganda na makasama rin natin yung mga HR managers kasi sila yung nagre-recruit, sila nagsasabi ko ng mga qualifications na hinahanap nila. Kaya dahil dito naisip ko na bilang Peso Manager ay mag-active ako sa People Management Association of the Philippines at maganda naman po ang nangyari sapagkat magkatatlong taon na po ako dito at ever since nagkaroon ng magandang partnership yung PMAP at saka yung mga Peso Manager sa amin. So that is why every time we do recruitment activities, kasama po namin yung mga taga PMAP. At the same time, kung ano rin po yung mga requirements nila, yun naman po yung aming tinutugunan din. Kagaya halimbawa, yung mga HR managers natin ang hinahanap nila, hindi lamang may pinag-aralan. Gusto nila merong experience. Kaya dahil dito ay meron kaming naipasang ordinansa ngayon sa Zambales, yung tinatawag naming Zambales Employment Enhancement Program, na kung saan yung mga graduates natin ng mga technical schools at ng kolehiyo, para matugunan yung kakulangan sa kanilang experience kasi hahanapan ng kumpanya na experience. Paano nga magkakaroon ng experience? Ayaw nga tanggapin sa trabaho kasi wala experience. So paikot-ikot yung problema. So that's why we enacted an ordinance in the provincial board which we call the Zambales Employment Enhancement Program, where our graduates of technical courses, our graduates of college degrees, we allow them to do voluntary work in the provincial government offices as volunteers for 4 hours a day within 1 week, so that after 6 months, after 1 year, they get the employment certification. So that when they apply for work, so they now have the academic background, and at the same time, they have the experience required by these companies. In fact, itong project namin na ito, hindi lang sa provincial government offices, even private companies. Kaya halimbawa, graduate ng HRM, so wala experience magtrabaho sa hotel bilang desk clerk. So yung pong mga private hotels sa amin, ina-accredit din namin sa peso at mag-issue lang sila ng certification na wala silang job vacancies. Pwede kami mag-deploy sa kanila ng mga HRM graduates na para mag-volunteer sa kanila bilang desk clerk. 4 hours a day lang naman and then along the way, habang nagvo-volunteer yan, kung nakita nilang magandang qualification, okay, pwede nilang i-hire na as regular staff. O kung hindi naman, hindi man nila ma-hire, pero at least makatulong sila na yung graduate na bigyan nila ng experience ay ma-hire naman sa ibang companies.
So, meron ba kayo na-encounter na problem regarding katulad ng mga attrition rate, yung mga ganon, people going out of the country, leaving, do you see it as a real problem even in your province?
Actually, hindi natin mayaalis yun di ba? Ng ating mga mamamayan ay maghangad ng makapagtrabaho sa ibang bansa dahil naghahangad sila ng mas malaking sweldo. Pero alam mo kung minsan, na sa experience ko rin, sa kinarami-rami ng ginagawa namin mga jobs fair at mga recruitment activities, hindi rin naman pala lahat talaga gustong mag-abroad. Kahit na yung mga nurses natin, marami rin gusto dito magstay sa atin. Kaya lang kung minsan na nagiging problema, even if they don't want to work abroad, but the question is, are there available opportunities in the country? That's why some of them, they are just forced but actually they don't want to leave the Philippines, but it's just that there are no available opportunities for them in the country. Kaya nga po, naisip ko rin po bilang Peso Manager ng Zambales, hindi lang pala dapat na kumbinsihin yung mga eskwelahan na mag-offer ng mga kurso na kung saan may naghihintay na trabaho. Katulayan sa mga third-year high school students ngayon, tsaka mga fourth-year high school students, pumupunta kami ngayon dyan. And we are doing career guidance coaching. And we're telling the third-year high school students and fourth-year high school students, you don't plan your course, but you plan your career. Ang pinaghahandaan po natin, yung kung ano yung magiging trabaho nyo pagdating ng araw, hindi kung ano yung magiging tatapusin yung kurso. At maliban pa doon, ay kailangan pala na we should be able to encourage more investors to come to Zambales so that we avoid making our people find jobs abroad. Kasi kung available naman yan, di ba? Tapos kailangan din, siyempre siguraduhin natin yung mga kumpanya. Kasi kung minsan madali rin yung i-recommend mo magkatrabaho. Pero ang tanong din doon, yung ba mga companies naman ibinibigay ba yung mga benepisyo na para sa kanila? So kinakailangan, titignan din natin yon. Kaya nga at least yung involvement ko ngayon sa PMAP bilang isang local government official, ang nangyayari po, usually ako nag-i-invite ng mga resource speakers namin mula sa SSS, sa Pag-ibig, di ba, sa PhilHealth, para masiguro ko din na yung mga companies namin sa Zambales at sa Subic Bay Freeport Zone ay binibigay naman yung mga karapat-dapat na benepisyo sa ating mga mamamayan. Kasi baka mamaya isinusubo natin ng sinusubo yung ating mga manggagawa, pero baka na-exploit din naman sila. Kaya siyempre kinakailangan balansin din po natin yan.
Do you think economic conditions sa mga localities would be healthy for that kind of a strategy, not only in Zambales but in other provinces? Kasi magandang ano yan, to invite investors to go into the localities to invite to invest and have more jobs available for them. Do you think there will be a good future for other localities to follow the same rotative, if you think it?
Sa tingin ko, actually, ako, because I've been a board member and vice governor, no? Sabi ko nga, I've realized when I became the peso manager of Zambales that if there is one outstanding program that every LGU can work on, it should be employment and enterprises development, or convincing the people. Sabi ko nga, dalawa lang yan. It's either you find a job or you create jobs. Of course, creating jobs is better, di ba? Kasi pag naghanap ka lang ng trabaho, para sa iyo lang yun . But if you become an entrepreneur and then you start to hire people, you provide job for yourself, at the same time, you also provide job for others, di ba? At part of encouraging investors to come to your province is also preparing the people. Sometimes kasi yung mga investors, sasabihin na, paano ako mag-invest dyan sa probinsya na yan? Wala naman, mag-aanap ako ng ganitong worker, wala naman silang ganitong klaseng workers. Kaya nga, dito ko nga nakita na dapat talaga kinakailangan yung ating mga mamamayan ay maihanda rin natin sila doon sa mga kung ano yung kinakailangan ng mga ng industriya, kung anong klase mga trabaho. Kaya dapat babalikan natin yung ating mga high school students, and we are telling the high school students in Zambales, you don't need to be a college graduate just to be employed. Even if you are just BOCTEC, even if you are test the graduate. In fact, from our experiences in the conduct of jobs fair, we found out that there are more available jobs for skilled workers than college graduates. But of course, siyempre, yung kayang mag-college, by all means, they go to college. Provided, tignan lang nila, ano ba yung mga in-demand jobs. Kaya dito yung magandang nangyayari sa amin dahil may pairing kami, yung mga HR managers ng SBM, may sinasabi nila, ito yung mga in-demand jobs namin. Kami naman, yung mga eskwelahan sa Zambales, we are convincing them to offer courses that will jibe with the demands of the industries in SBMA and in Zambales, so that these high school graduates, upon graduation, they undergo the training that are required by the companies inside Subic, so that after graduation, after having the training and then volunteering through the Zambales Employment Enhancement Program, so they will now be hired by these companies in Subic. Because in the end, ang magpapabago ng buhay ng ating mamamayan hindi lang naman yung pinag-aralan kundi kinakailangan talaga magkatrabaho sila.
And your most, what do you think is the biggest success or achievement that your office has made?
Para sa amin sa Zambales, ang maganda pong nangyari, actually first sa amin po sa Zambales, yung pong tinatawag na Public Employment Service Office, ito po ay naging batas simula pa po nung 1999. Pero I hate to admit it, in Zambales, we only started to institutionalize the Public Employment Service Office in 2010 in Zambales. But with the partnership between me and Governor Ebdani, so from 150,000 pesos budget for the past years, for many years since the law was enacted mandating LGUs to create peso in Zambales, we were able to increase our budget from 150,000 to 4 million in 2011, and then to 7 million in 2012, and then next year we are increasing again our budget to about 12 million. And what does that mean? Siyempre, pag lumalaki yung budget for the Public Employment Service Office, dumarami yung mga programs. Yun nga lang, sabi ko nga, ang programa hindi lang pala yung puro recruitment, kundi kinakailangan babalikan natin yung ating mga eskwelahan at kinakailangan maging kapartner din natin yung ating mga HR managers through PMAP. Kasi ngayon, pag nagkakandak po kami ng mga job hunting seminar, mga career guidance coaching, nagiging resource speakers namin mismo ngayon yung mga HR managers. Para at least tamang-tama, kasi sila nakakaalam eh. Ano bang hinahanap nila? Anong qualification? Anong values? Anong characters? So at least sila mismo nagsasabi sa ating mga estudyante, ito hinahanap namin. Para na sa ganun, when they apply for work, magma-match doon sa hinahanap ng mga HR managers yung kanilang pinag-aralan at yung kanilang karanasan.
My last question is about your future plans. Are there any programs that you have in mind that are still in the pipeline that you want to implement?
As I have said, sa ngayon po, nung una kasi yung naging focus namin ay palakasin yung aming Public Employment Service Office sa provincial level. But we realized that we have very limited manpower at the provincial level. And sometimes the problem is, if for example you come from Subic, that's the farthest town from the capital town, in the southern Zambales. So usually yung mga tao doon, dahil mahihirap yan, walang trabaho yan, pupunta pa sila ng capital just to avail of our programs in the peso. That's why Governor Dani and myself, we started to talk to the mayors. And because we have already institutionalized the provincial peso, so our target now is to institutionalize the municipal pesos. Para magiging role namin sa provincial government will be supportive, pero yung mga major programs, activities and projects ng Public Employment Service Office, municipal based na siya. Para mas malapit siya sa mga tao, tapos pati po yung mga companies, yung mga HR managers in every municipality, we will also mobilize them para na sa ganun, maganda po yung partnership ng LGU at ng mga companies at the municipal level at mas accessible po sa tao yung mga programa at serbisyo para matulungan silang magkatrabaho o magkanegosyo.
So that's where PMAP would be very active in your program, sir. Actually,
yun po yung magandang nangyayari po sa amin sa Zambales, no? Because we have very good partnership with PMAP. Ang nangyayari nga po ngayon, hindi lang kami sa employment. Just very recently, we were able to organize for kabuhayan natin outlets. This is a livelihood project which we are now doing as a partnership between the Vice Governor's Office and PMAP Subic. So meron kami ngayon po in selected communities. Dinala po namin doon yung murang gamot, murang bigas. So nakikinabang yung community sa murang gamot, murang bigas na proyekto namin. Pero more than that, meron kaming 10 tao kada outlet na binuo namin as a team that we are training to handle a small business, di ba? And we started with 4. We are organizing another 4, and hopefully we will start to organize more and more. Dahil at least sa PMAP, hindi na lang po namin objective to provide jobs, but at the same time to train people to operate even micro business.
Thank you very much, sir, for the time.
Thank you very much. Salamat. Thank you very much.